Yes, sir. Welcome to Started Here and for our podcast, man. You already know what the setup is. It's time for another Chef Radio freestyle. I got my guy, AlmightyRenzo. He's in the building. Let's go ahead and talk to him.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Hey.
You're in the mix with DJ Preme.
Tightrope walking, test your noggin. Shit ain't easy as it looks. Put my faith in God and hooks. I can't lose this vantage. This perspective has preserved my life. I keep eyeing millions. You can cut the tension with a knife. When grandma prayed for me, she told me to live a different life. Had to pass on that advice. Demons wasn't playing nice. Borderline addiction, borderline prescription. Who could call it? Got some info. Move my targets. Not enough to win. I gotta win my way. So the price is higher than Richard Pryor with Brando. So I found my peace in the journey. I learned to love the chase. Couple bags I fumbled, got humble, but man, the growth was lit. Doubled down, transitioned it. Cockier than ever, cause I knew that I could take a hit. Verse so crazy, every single line is worth 100 bands. Gas that I got rolled up as loud as at least 100 bands. Told the youngins follow me. Taught to love my missteps so you won't repeat my history. But I can't promise victory. Raise the standard, took the moment. Hunger my proponent on the eve of my arrival. This new wave is titled Hips I'm facing, new high chasing, busting down kebabs on Mason. Change my life with conversation, change my music dedication. Look, I gotta add more XP, this hustle is for more than me. Feel like the whole world is on my back. Atlas, open me up, it's a world inside. Atlas, I'm tired of seeing the spoils going to frauds. They perpetrating as gods, carrying on as titans. Sleep them all like Tyson. Is it need a ego? Am I villain a hero? Am I freeing the people?
Yes, sir. Let's get into this interview right now. AlmightyRenzo. You already know it's the hottest. It is the biggest. DJ Preme, AlmightyRenzo. It is Chef Radio.
Let's get it.
Hey, this bitch on. Rolex, cut it up. Rolex, buttercup. It's time for the hottest radio show and podcast.
I just looked at my wrist, I got time today.
With DJ Preme. It's time for Chef Radio. Yeah, sir. Welcome to Started Here and for our podcast, man. You already know it's your host is Friday. Most DJ Preme is in the building. I got my next guest in the building. I already say that the next guest might be the best guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, big dog.
You doing what I'm saying? He meant to say the next guest is the best guest for
For
sure.
sure.
It's AlmightyRenzo in the building. You already know how I'm coming.
Hell yeah, bro. So I usually start the joint off. I asked everybody how we met, how you found out about Chef Radio. Off camera, you just told me we met at Between Two Dumpsters.
Yeah, we met at Between Two Dumpsters. I did a show there a while back. One of my homies there, shout out Raymond, he worked over there and he invited me out there. And I record out there too.
For sure.
And I met you at Between the Dumpsters and you were doing your interviews there and we did like a quick little interview.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. It's probably the last one. I haven't put it out yet, bro. Mm-hmm. I need to. But that motherfucker, man, I just, that shit sitting on my computer, bro. I gotta edit this some more shit. I'm just like, I'm gonna get to it.
Nah, I've been tapped in, so I see you be busy, so I understand.
Yeah. Busy as a motherfucker, bro. Motherfuckers be on my ass. I'm like, chill, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. So we did like a little Chef's Catering interview, and then what actually made you want to come on Chef Radio for a full, you know what I'm saying, in-depth interview and do a freestyle?
Well, so I right after the little 1-2, you was like, okay, this is my Instagram page, this is my YouTube, check me out or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. I checked it out, and while I was still like Between the Dumpsters, I had walked up to you and I was like, yo, you know. What's the hookup? And he was like, hey, hit my
podcast page.
Yeah, hit my podcast page for details. We'll talk business and get it set up.
Yeah, okay. Bet I appreciate that, bro. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Doing the damn thing. Yes, sir. So you an artist, man. What actually got you into music?
I've been into music my whole life. I guess what made me first start taking it serious was people that I'm around taking it seriously and me being like, oh, like that's possible, you could do that. Because it always just seemed like such a unobtainable thing to me. So when I started seeing people do it and make it look more obtainable, I was like, shit, I could do that.
Facts.
Yeah, like Raymond that I was just talking about, back in high school, niggas was recording in the library, like the school library. Yeah. Type shit. And I was like, damn, is that easy? I thought you needed the big ass studio with the, you know what I'm saying, with the $1 million setup.
Oh God. Yeah. That's tough. That's tough. And I could tell, bro, doing the freestyles, man, you're not like into that new wave of music and shit like that. It's more like you was spitting bars and shit, man. So what made you get on that wave?
So like, don't get fucked up. I still got like new wave shit. I got like I got my ignorant shit too. But I got the shit that I don't want to play in front of my mama too. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel you.
But I really feel like where a lot of the difference comes in my style is one, like my household. You know, like the music I was raised on growing up. Like my dad played a lot of Outkast, Nas, Little Brother, like, you know, just shit with a different kind of message to it. You know, Public Enemy. Yeah. And then I say, real shit. For sure. And then once I started getting into my own journey with hip hop as well, I started discovering my own artists. I was going through certain things in life, you know, dealing with depression, feeling lost, different things, you know, not grappling and coming to terms with really learning who I am. Yeah. And there are a lot of artists that, you know, I don't know if I'd still be alive today or would have made a lot of the smarter decisions I need to make to preserve my life if it wasn't for their music. So, you know, I kind of just want to be the same thing. I want to be the same thing to other people. And I mean, that's why I got the ignorant stuff too, because I feel like it's a balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to give people a full 360 view into my progression through life.
I fuck with that. I do want to ask you this question, bro, because this is something that's been on my mind, and I asked a couple artists these questions too, or this question. Mm-hmm. I know, of course, like you want to make it in the industry, whether if you're an artist out there or even you, when you make it, whether you want to be famous or not, you're gonna be famous. The money, the fame, all that shit's gonna come with it. Even if you just like, bro, I just want to make music. Like that nigga Kevin Durant, he said, bro, I just want to hoop. Yeah. But you still gonna be Kevin Durant. You still be famous. Right. You know, at the end of the day. So, I gotta ask you this, bro. Are you ready for a lot of the shit that comes with the fame, the scrutiny, the love, the giving up your private life, shit like that? Because I asked myself that, bro, a couple weeks ago. I'm like, damn, am I really ready to be able to walk in? I can't walk in McDonald's or I can't walk in this place the same person maybe 5 to 10 years from now.
Yeah. Honestly speaking, I don't know if I'm ready, but I know when things hit that level, I'll have to adapt. Like whatever is missing, I'll have to adapt because I signed a social contract. For sure. When you embark upon that journey, in my mind, you sign a social contract. You know, it's just like if I'm doing business with somebody, right? It might be some things I didn't plan for. It might be some things that are really hard. But if I sign that contract, I got to fulfill my end. Absolutely. And part of that social contract is like, okay, you want these benefits that come with fame, you know, free shit, people supporting you being able to go grab this brand deal and do this. That's your social contract because nothing in life is free. Yeah. So I'm just prepared to adapt and make sacrifices as they come.
Are you ready for all the bad shit that will come with it too, though?
I mean, shit, man. It's bad shit that come with being an artist that nobody know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's bad shit regardless. And I think that's like a big misconception about life in general. People think there's this way or this secret mode to just escape bad shit, and it's really just about managing it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like it's about managing the downs, not trying to completely eliminate them. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can only be happy with no downs, you'll never be happy.
That's facts. That's facts, bro. I just be thinking like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people even now, like, they like, Preme, you don't want to be academics. No, I don't want to be academics. I don't want to be academics.
They be trying to kill academics.
But at the same time, I'm like, you know, it's a lot of because even like I had a situation where a guy ended up owing me money, and I posted it, and a lot of people was getting on his ass about owing me money and all this other shit, and I had a lot of people hit me in my DMs like, hey, bro, you got lucky with this one. You know what I'm saying? You got lucky with that nigga, but you don't want to keep doing that type of shit.
No, that's
and I'm like, I get it, but at the same time, I gotta let niggas know, don't fuck with this nigga because he gonna do you wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying too. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna use my platform to speak out about shit that's good and about shit that's bad and let niggas know. But I'm just like, man, am I ready for? Because I'm gonna be honest too, bro. Like I've had people come in my comment section and talk shit, and I'm an emotional ass nigga. I'm gonna talk back. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be like, bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna talk my shit too. But
Yeah.
I have other people around me too that's like, you can't do that no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to a different level where you can't do that shit anymore. Or that old Preme, you know what I'm saying, that a fucking chirp back and shit like that, you can't be that nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, it's hard to flip that switch, bro. And sometimes, like right now, I'm progressing to flip that switch. But shit, tomorrow, nigga, your shit could blow up and I could be bigger than academics and I gotta flip that switch now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
100.
you know, I be thinking about that shit like, bro, are you ready? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I feel you because I'm sitting here talking all this shit about, you know, social contracts, blah, 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 all that bullshit. But I be seeing the shit niggas be saying about niggas that's popular. Somebody say some shit about my mama. I'm liable to get crazy. I'm liable to, hey, nigga, where you stay? You talk crazy. Like, you west side, east side, north side, you 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Bro.
My car work. Like, what's up? You know what I mean? So,
that's what I'm saying.
But you know, I think that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a big part of what my music is about is that spiritual warfare, you know, that trying to find that balance inside. Like, you still human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still feel emotions.
Yeah.
But, you know, trying to tap into that higher version of self that, you know, you're never going to be perfect, but that higher version of self that's getting better every day at managing those things. So, like, maybe this time I might tell a nigga, like, yo, what's up? The park down the street. What's up? I'll call my folks. You call your folks. Maybe next. But maybe the time after that, I say, you know what, bro? You got it.
You got it. Yeah. Because I ain't going to lie, man. Like, I don't know if you've seen this video, but I put a video out about Houston's swangers and shit.
No, I seen that. I know they was on your ass.
Niggas was on my ass. You know what I'm saying? But the cool part is, like, a lot of the people that, especially that even know me or don't know me, they like, Preme, you tripping, like they all fucking around. But I really had some niggas like
some death threats about swinging. I bet you did. I bet you did.
I'm like, wait, over some rims, my nigga?
Yes.
Over some rims, bro.
Yeah, because you got to understand how deep that culture runs. Like, some of the people you talking to probably don't lost somebody over some swingers.
And you know what? Niggas was telling me that shit. I said, oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, because it's
bad, man.
I mean, but it's like you from St. Louis, right? Kansas City, my bad.
Yeah.
My dad actually from Kansas City, Kansas.
Oh, for sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, like, what's something that's, like, real integral to y'all culture there that you would say ain't here?
I'm going to be honest, bro. Some shit. Two-stepping. Oh, shit, yeah.
Two-stepping. So, like, I'm pretty sure y'all got songs that y'all two-step too. Like, whenever it come on, y'all know the two-step,
for sure,
right?
we do a different type of two-step, but yeah.
So, imagine the song come on, y'all start doing your two-step, and the niggas start walking all through the two-step line, bumping into people and shit. Y'all gonna break that nigga neck. So it's just like, sometimes that culture, man, it just hit something deeper. Yeah. And I mean, but I also get speaking your mind because I did see that video and I saw bro talking about putting swingers on a fucking Charger. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, if I had a friend and he had a Charger, he put swingers on this shit, we would not be friends no more. We would not.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, everybody, most of the niggas in the comment section and shit, it was all fun, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because they know I'm not from here. Everybody know I ain't from here, and it's just me talking shit. But also, I'm not dumb. Number one, that video, shout out to my boy Devo, but that video been out for shit a month and some change, bro. So I knew it was gonna be. It's clickbait.
Yeah.
That's all it is, bro. I knew it was going to, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, like, I knew it was going to get niggas talking. Either way. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like, you know what, fuck that nigga Preme, or you like, you know what, I agree with this nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I knew for a fact that it was going to get niggas talking. But that's where, like, niggas like, bro, you don't want to turn to academics. And I'm like, bro, I don't think that's academic shit. But, hey, it might be. But that's where I was kind of like, man, I got to I don't know. I'm not gonna say chill out, but like for niggas to be like, because again, people was some niggas was in the comment section and pissed off, and I was going back and forth, and I'm like, bro, am I ready for that?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, chill out. Goofy ass dude. But I'm like, I'm not ready for that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you. Because sometimes it's hard to maintain that control. Like shit, I was doing an interview with somebody I know, and like one of my main things, like so in music a lot, I talk about like different type of alcohol. I call myself like a mixologist, a connoisseur. So I be talking about different types. So one type that he heard me talk about a lot was sake. And then I had like an album release party, and I had made like drinks and like bottles that were packaged and shit. And one of the main components was a certain type of sake. So when I came and did the interviews, like, yo, I got a bottle of sake. We can drink it up. I could try it out, and we could chop it up. Boy, my ass had too much of that sake. He don't ask me about one of the first shows I threw. I was like, oh yeah, that bitch ass nigga from that show. If I see that nigga, it's still up. I'm like, yo, this is a public platform. Yeah. You about to try and take your shit and try and get business deals and brand deals. And you talk about, yeah, the last nigga I tried to do business with, when I see that nigga, it's saying the nigga name and everything. Yeah. Like, and it's like, damn, bro, you ain't in fucking high school no more.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have a little self-control, but I don't know. That shit hard. And it's like, when I did the interview, bro clipped it up and shit because it's clickbaity.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He clipped another clip where I was like, shit, I think I'm better than all these niggas. Where the nigga at? Bring the nigga. I'm better than him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, yeah, it's clickbaity. Some people gonna have like their own opinions and be on the opposition of you, but I feel like if it ain't nobody on the opposition of you, you ain't really making no statement.
Facts. And I say this again, bro. I have no intentions of fucking shitting on the Houston culture or nothing like that, bro. I just personally think that one thing that y'all do is ugly to me. But you know what I'm saying? Niggas is like, bro, you talking down, you disrespecting the culture. I'm like, yo. Cause I don't like some rims, my nigga. Like, but nah, I really did end up finding out. Like, I got some info about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, niggas died over that shit, bro. And again, I didn't mean it in like no disrespectful ass way. Some niggas really took that shit to the heart. But again, bro, it's all fun again. It's, like I said, it was clickbait, bro.
Yeah,
you know
so. I mean, but that's the beauty of it too. Like, if you know, when you put stuff out on the platform, if you're really open-minded, you also opening yourself up to a learning moment. Like, you can, people can chop it up with you and be like, oh, you know, and you can come back and be like, damn, I got more information on this shit. So not only can I educate myself, I can educate people on my platform too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yep. Talk to me about some of the sacrifices that you done made making, you know what I'm saying, music-wise, bro, trying to make it in the industry, you know what I'm saying, whether it's family, relationships, money, you know, all of that.
I think one of the hardest sacrifices is sucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still, like, in my mind, there's a lot of shit that I want to work on. That's just how I see myself, because I'm going to be the best all time. So I got a whole bunch of shit I got to work on. But I've came a long way from where I started. And at first, that one of the biggest sacrifices in that first stage, not, like, it's one thing when other people say your shit ass. When you listen back to it, and you're like, damn, this shit kind of, you know what I mean? this shit kind of buns on the EQ. I see what they're saying. You can't really hear me. Like, there ain't no power behind my voice. It ain't this, it ain't that. Yeah. So I'll probably say that's one of the biggest sacrifices, is having to accept, like, hey, I suck right now. And then being honest with yourself about how you can move forward. Another big sacrifice is obviously money. Because you could do a lot of shit to make your budget work in music, sure. Right? You can do a lot of shit to make your budget work. But there's some shit you're just going to have to pay for. And then it's like, especially when you want to elevate, the budget is going to have to increase.
Absolutely.
So it's like, if you want to take it to the next level, okay, you got to show up with your pockets too. Just like if you sign to a label right now. A label is not going to say, we're going to take you to the next level and not put more money into you. That's just not going to happen. Facts. So if you want to be your own label, that's one of the responsibilities you're going to have to accept. Yep. Now, whether that's you selling drugs to get some paper, you know what I'm saying, getting into Forex, you know what I'm saying, robbing niggas, stealing catalytic converters, whatever it is you got to do to get your money, you got to do something, unless that's you want to.
That's what it comes sacrifice, bro.
Yeah. Unless you want to go to the label and sign that deal and take it on the back end.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And then another sacrifice is family, but it's like, it's family, but you're going to have to make a sacrifice on your own end, which is your ego. Yeah. So just like how you gonna suck in the beginning, there are gonna be some people that's honest with you because they love you. And they be like, bro, that shit is, I will never play that shit ever again in my life. Right. Like, yo, like, no, I don't like this. I don't like the lyrical content. I don't even like your voice. Facts. I don't like the beats you pick. I don't like none of that.
Facts.
And then, you know, you got to kind of accept that and take ego out of it and put people in kind of like two boxes. Either they right and I need to work on these things and take it to heart, or my shit just not for them. And you got to not take it personally. Because there have been times where I don't, you know, started feeling a type of way towards somebody, or, you know, internally change the dynamics of the relationships and how I feel about a person or whatever because of things they said about my music. But now I had to take a step back and be like, bro, they didn't, you know, a lot of times these people didn't ask to have that responsibility of being, you know, whatever this critique of your music. So it's like they already doing you a favor by taking their time out to consume it and then taking their time out to give you an opinion. True. You can't just take everything to heart. Facts. So that's a big sacrifice. You know, at the end of the day, I could probably say the biggest sacrifice you got to make is ego.
Yeah, put that shit to the fucking side for real, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man. It was times where I was making some trash ass music, and I didn't think it was trash at the time. That was the problem. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody talked to me about this shit, I'm like, if they said like, I don't really fuck you. I'm like, wait, you know what I'm saying? But I had to know, like, you can't be like that. You got to take the constructive criticism, add it to your shit, and just get better, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get better at what you're doing. But I think, honestly, a big thing for artists, too, like you were saying, is money, bro. There's a lot of shit. Even with, I'm not an artist anymore, bro. I'm a DJ, but I do SHEF radio. But there's a lot of sacrifices I still make to keep this shit going. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money that goes into this shit, and people don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm charging now. So I think that's one of the biggest things is money, and being like, hey, I got this due, but can I slide by like an extra week so I can get this music video done? Or can I slide by like an extra week so I can go to the studio real quick? You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And then, like you were saying, with family, friends, relationships, shit like that, bro. You have to have people around you that are willing to be like, okay, I get it.
Facts. Like, even if you try and get in a relationship, if you try and have a girl, if you got to tell her that shit, like, hey, I gotta get this music video. Yeah. And it's hard because it's something so, like, chasing something creative is such a like a spiritual journey. Sometimes it's hard to explain. Like, hey, I gotta spend $300, $400 on this. I have not made $1 from this in the past 2 months, but I had to spend $300, $400 on this right now. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna have to pay some more money next week. It's gonna really take someone who values your journey as well to do that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like you said, it's very important to have people around you who are also invested in your mission.
Facts. It's like, shorty, I can't take you on a date, but I can bring you to the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's like shit, but you got to have people around you. It's like, okay, that's cool. I get it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have motherfuckers around you that understand, bro, fuck them. Honestly, bro, because at the end of the day, this is what you want to do. Whether you want to be an artist, a DJ, producer, whatever, it's what you want to do at the end of the day. So it's like, either you gonna go ahead and put 10 toes down and go full steam ahead with this shit, or you gonna let somebody get in the way of that shit and block some shit and all that, bro. No, just fucking do it. And the people that's not around, don't want to be in the gym while you shooting them jumpers, fuck them. They gonna be in the gym when it's game time.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. No, I'm with you 100% because it's like, you know, I look at this shit kind of like, you know, I said my shit about spiritual warfare. That's how I think about a lot of shit. Like, we going to war. Like, who would I want in the trenches with me? I don't want no half-ass nigga with me in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? If we in the trenches, I don't want someone that's fly by today. Like, when shit get rough, you just gonna go ahead and dip out. Especially because I don't know no other way to be.
Facts.
When your shit get rough or your shit get fucked up, I'm still gonna be there.
Yeah.
I might be there more just because I know that's what you need.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't afford to be around people that's not going to do the same because that's how I end up overextending myself.
Bro, and that's why my circle's so damn small right now, bro. It's like I have to have people that are around me that are like not just like me, but when it comes to certain shit, we 100%. Bro, I'll fuck around and go 210%, bro. And sometimes the people around me are like, "Hey, Preme, come back just a little bit, bro. Like we gotta take the steps to get there first." You know what I'm saying? And I get that, but it's like, bro, I'm like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I think about that I want to do, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Like literally with Chef Radio, bro. I was like, let's do a podcast, radio show. All right. And I was just like, yep, let's do it. I didn't think about what. I was like, okay, I need a camera, I need some mics. All right, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Bro, I was on, shout out to my boy, you're the producer. But I was on YouTube looking up what cameras I should buy, bro. I was about to buy like $2,000 cameras, some more shit. So just a whole bunch of shit. He's like, bro, you don't need to do that. Just go get you a little joint like this and get you a little table, get you a couple of mics. You know what I'm saying? These mics, these good mics, all that shit, and you good. Just go, you know what I'm saying? If you do it, you don't do it. But I'm the type of nigga, bro, like, if I say I'm going to do that shit, if you know me, I'm going to do it. Like, you be like, bro, if I tell you, bro, I'm going to the moon, niggas be like, bro, shut the fuck up. You're not going to the moon. If I'm really serious, I'm going to the fucking moon.
Nah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I feel you because I'm kind of the same way, but that's why it's important to have them people in your circle as well with them different perspectives because you need, like, if I'm like what's the word I'm looking for? It's a word they use for billionaires a lot. I think it starts with an E or something. Eccentric.
Okay, yeah.
If I'm the eccentric motherfucker, I need a level-headed, A to Z organized motherfucker for that balance, or else I'm just go off the fucking rail.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got people around me be like, bro, chill. We gotta take this shit one step at a time. Cause I'm the type of nigga. If I'm about to start some shit, I'm just going to step 10. Like, wait, bro, you got to go through 1 through 9 first to get to 10. And I'm just like, wait, no, I thought it was just 1 to 10. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's about keeping them, you know what I'm saying, keeping your circle tight and then keeping them people around you that you know that's going to be able to help you out. And then also, they got to have that same drive as you.
Absolutely.
So, social media, bro. You think social media has fucked up the game, the industry?
I mean, it's kind of like, when wasn't the game fucked up? Just different ways of fucked up. Like when you first started this music shit. You talking about music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you first started this music shit, I mean, motherfuckers still getting raped, but the way they was getting raped back in the day was crazy. You could go diamond and be living on the street, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just different shit that's fucked up about the game. Like, yeah, you wouldn't have to post on social media every day, but now you don't have as much power, and the label gets to do whichever way they want with you. I mean, now I do think that in the grander scheme of things, social media, the way it's used, has decreased a lot of people's attention span, mine included.
For sure. And, bro, I was just talking about that.
And you see it in the music.
Yes.
But, it's kind of like, it's like something you kind of just got to go with, So it's like, okay, if it's decreasing the attention span, how are we going to evolve music? Because music's always been about evolving with the people. That's how we even got to fucking hip-hop.
For sure.
Because we not the same niggas we was when we was on the plantation. We not the same niggas we was before we was on the plantation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the music is different. So now that our lifestyle is changing with social media and shit, that's why the music's changing. That's why you got shorter songs and stuff like that. But I still think that there is a balance still. And I think a lot of people get caught up in the now to realize how much of the world there is outside of that. Like, yeah, there's this. It's like I was talking to this old head, right?
Yeah.
And, we was talking about Instagram and the struggles of posting stuff on Instagram. He's like, oh, well, what kind of luck do you have with Facebook? We was all looking at that nigga like, bro, boy, I don't be on no fucking Facebook with my music. And he's like, damn, you missing out on a whole crowd.
Facts.
And he pointed at me, he's like, especially you making music that a lot of the old heads will like, and you not even tapped in with them. So then I started having to work on my Facebook and shit. And then, even on there, it's like, okay, a lot of them attention span problems you don't have as much because the people there didn't that are on Facebook now, presently, a lot of them are older, so they don't have that attention span problem. So I really think it's about taking what comes with that social media shit and just using it to your advantage and not getting so stuck on, oh, I have this problem and that problem. Because if you focus on the problems, all it's going to create is more problems.
That's a fact.
If you focus on the benefits, all you're going to get is more benefits.
Yeah. I always, bro, I preach that to my homie, bro. I tell him all the time. He'd be like, he tell me he want to do something, or he'll tell me some shit, and I'll be like, bro, you have a problem of you, not negative shit, but you always be like, okay, I think about what can go wrong. No, nigga, start focusing on what will go right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, that's how I think about a lot of shit, bro. I don't never be like, all right, so if I do this, the consequence. No, nigga, what can go right? And I'm not thinking about robbing no fucking bank, but you know what I'm saying? When it comes to either music or Chef Radio or some shit like that, bro, investing or shit like that, bro, I don't ever think about, okay, what can go wrong if I do it like this? Nah, it's like, what are gonna be the benefits if I do it like this? You know what I'm saying? I don't ever think about the wrong shit because, nigga, to me that's just a little obstacle. I just go around that hoe.
Yeah.
Whenever it pop up.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I feel like in a lot of my business aspects in life, that's how I think about it. But I probably say where I'm the worst with that is like love and relationships. Like that's really where I need to get better at that with. Because when it comes to shit like that, I go straight to, oh, well, this can go wrong. She could do this. She could fuck me over. She could take all my shit in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying, while I'm asleep. And it's like, and it's like, I know I shouldn't think like that. But sometimes it's just hard not to, and you know, I think the first step I'm realizing in getting over that with anything, for me will probably be like kind of just feeling like I deserve the good possibility, not feeling like the bad possibility is gonna what's happened to me because I deserve that, but I deserve good things.
Facts.
So if I do what I'm supposed to, yeah, it's going to be some bumps in the road like with anything else, but those good things will come to me, and that's with everything. That's not just with business or grinding or whatever. It's also with love, which is the thing that I struggle with.
I feel that, bro. I know that you was just talking about like the social media and the industry, bro. I think another thing that's an issue with a lot of artists today, bro, like, because a lot of people are like, bro, the industry sucks and it's so bad and all this. I don't disagree, but I also think that artists don't do it the right way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you claim you're getting fucked over by the label, I'm going to be honest, I think some of that's your fault.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, there's a lot of, and I'm going to be honest, like, something like, let's say I have a song and it blows up on TikTok. If my shit is now one of the hottest songs either on TikTok or in the world, why the fuck am I just going to just sign to a label for an X amount of dollars? I don't feel like that's smart. You have the leverage I think because of social media, a lot of the artists have leverage against these labels to be like, I don't really need you. Look at my social media following. I don't necessarily need you. Now, could I use you? Can we do like a partnership? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But my shit got motherfucking 20, 30 million views. I don't need you. At this point, you need me because you want to make bread off me. And you know what I'm saying? And artists be like, they be so quick to a label put 15 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, 50 grand in front of them. They like, here, 2-year deal, sign it. Oh, yeah. No, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm going to be honest. That's why I fuck with, and I tell this story all the time. That's why I fuck with Lil Nas X, bro. Not as an artist, but as a business person. This nigga made Old Town Road. Everybody know that fucking song. It was song of the year whenever it came out, bro. Biggest song.
Fucking out of here.
Bro, biggest song, like one of the biggest songs ever. And the way he did this shit, like the rollout and all of that shit, bro, I said, this nigga is a genius, bro. Because he basically had the song and was like, and the labels was hitting him. They was like, yeah, we want you. He's like, okay, y'all want me? Well, this is how we gonna do it. Boom, 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 boom. If you don't like it, I ain't signing. I'm like, oh, this nigga smart.
Yeah.
This nigga smart. He was like, and guess what? You can't have Old Town Road.
Yeah.
I was like, this nigga smart, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this nigga smart. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and artists be just, bro, one video that I hate, and I hated when it happened, is Glorilla, when she got signed to CMG. You seen that video when she just hopped on a plane, signed the fucking contract, and then they just gave her some packs of money?
Yeah, I seen some shit. I seen some shit the other day where Yo Gotti got her a car, and niggas was like, damn, bro, it's 2023, and niggas still don't realize that the label buying you gifts with your own money.
Facts, bro.
I mean, but
I just don't get it, man.
I mean, but for some people, so some people when it comes to signing a label, they may not have a choice from the leverage perspective.
Yeah.
But where they don't have a choice is up here. Like, yeah, the label may take all this money from you, but shit, you don't know what you're doing. You gonna run this shit into the ground.
Facts.
It's like it's like I forget this quote where someone was saying like, damn, bro, do you want 20% of $1 million or 100% of nothing?
Yeah.
And for some people, that's what it is. Because if you give them the reins, now you could say like, yeah, you know, you should get a manager and blah 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 blah. But what a lot of people don't understand is good managers are a lot harder to find than people think.
That's true.
You can get a manager.
That's true.
You can get a manager, but an actual good manager that's gonna help you know how to help you retain your ownership properly. Book the right things for you, introduce you to the right people, get you in the right studios, help you budget properly.
And see, this is why I think a lot of artists look at the industry as just a get-rich-quick scheme, bro. Why are you going into a career or a field that you're not doing any research on?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, bro.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to go to school for it. I get it. But you don't know shit about labels. A lot of artists don't even know how to copyright their own fucking music.
Yeah.
Like, that's easy. It's like $60, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't even know the basic shit. You need to stop fucking making music and start the fuck over and find out the little shit, the basic shit first, and then be like, all right, now I can make some music. Now I know going forward my shit's copyrighted, my shit's, you trademark your name or whatever you're doing and shit like that. It's like you don't even understand the basics of the shit. And then when you get signed and you claim you get fucked over, you're complaining. What are you complaining for? You didn't know what the fuck you were getting into. That's your fault. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like I said, a lot of artists look at this shit like a get-rich-quick scheme, bro. They think, okay, I can go make a whole bunch of money just performing at Rolling Loud or going on tour or doing it or making music and shit like that. And it's like, no. Number one, if you get signed to a deal, it don't matter how much. It don't sound like you get signed for $1 or $2 million. You have to recoup first before you even make $1. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if you get that $2 million and you go spend it on a house and car and chain and this and that, all right, the label like, cool, we don't give a fuck. That's cool, bro. Right. And then when you run out of money and the label like, all right, you made your little like Trippie Redd was talking. A little Trippie Redd video came up when he was talking about artists making doing 30K sales in a week, and now he only got 38K. Yeah. But it's like now the label looking at you like, all right, you done made your album. Yeah, this shit actually didn't go, and we're not gonna put no more money behind you because you spent all your money. Now you stuck like, all right, we made 38K in a week. I still got this $2 million deal. I only made about 100,000, 200,000, maybe 500,000 back. Okay, what am I gonna do now? Yeah,
yeah. and what a lot of people don't realize is sometimes that lack of budget is why some niggas' albums be ass. Because some niggas need money to make good music. Some niggas, like, you put them in a room with a laptop and a microphone, they gonna come out with some dope shit regardless. Yeah. Some niggas, that shit is not listenable unless you put a budget behind them.
Facts.
So what happens a lot of times is the artist they'll give them all this money out their album budget, right? And they just think it's free money, right? And then they be like, all right, go make your album. Like, oh, I need to book studio time. Like, nigga, you spent your studio. I'm not paying for this producer. I'm not paying for this engineer. I'm not paying for this studio. I'm not paying for you to go to LA to meet with this nigga to make this song because you spent your money, nigga.
You spent it, bro.
So make an album with the money that you got
left.
And then some niggas need them features. They need that producer. Yep. They need that songwriter that you have to pay. Yep. And then they spend that money, and now your shit sound like ass because you was not him. You can't make an album with $0.
Yup, bro. Because and then a lot of people be like, well, the songwriter or this producer or this person is already signed to the label. That don't mean shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I even know being in school, bro, like some songwriters work off of they one-offs. They do a lot of one-offs, bro. Yeah. So if I'm a songwriter and I work with Epic Records or some shit, but I'm not signed to them, and then you come in, they like, all right, we got a guy, Renzo, write a song for him. All right, how much you paying me? And then you know what I'm saying? That's how the shit works, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they still get paid. They still get paid too, whether it's a one-off or whether they sign to the label, bro. They still need that bread. So the label is still spending money. It don't matter what, like I said, it don't matter whether it's $1, $100, $100,000, $100 million, bro. They spending money.
Yeah, yeah. And I think people take that spending money part a little lightly sometimes because they're like, oh, the label's this big conglomerate. But nah, it's like, it don't matter what you got, $1 million or $1. If you doing business, you gonna want to know where the fuck your money going.
Bro, a lot of people don't look at this like it's a business.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, okay, like it's like I be having to, sometimes you gotta break shit down for people a certain way. Like I used to sell cars, right?
Yeah.
And people wouldn't understand their credit. Like I promised the most basic shit about credit. Yeah. Like they don't understand why you have to put more down on the car when your last car just got repoed. So I be having to break it down to niggas like this. I be like, look, check me out, bro. You front a nigga on the pack, right?
Yeah.
And that nigga don't pay you. He pay you kind of what he owe you, but not the whole thing on the pack, right? The next time, are you going to front him the pack? If you front him anything, it's only going to be like 30, 40. Yeah. If that.
Cause like, nigga, you didn't give me everything from the last time.
Yeah, I'm like, so the nigga face card fucked up. Nigga, you don't fucked up your face card with the bank. And then they be like, oh
yeah, like, nigga, duh.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that. So I say that to say, like, I think sometimes people could understand the business part. They just don't open up their mind to really transfer their life experiences, or even just fucking think it through. I think for some people, they make themselves look a lot stupider than they are just because they're lazy in the mind. So like, you can figure this out. You just don't put forth a single thought towards figuring it out. You just have a thought and you just go.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the issues with all this label shit too, is like, I don't think like motherfuckers is that stupid all the time. I think sometimes they just don't care to think it through. They just don't think they have to think it through. So I think if someone just told them like, hey, sit and think. Facts. Like before you act, sometimes just really process it. Like even like some of the shit with contracts, people be like, oh, you don't understand. Like, we don't understand the contracts, right? And you may not understand the whole contract, but I promise you, if you sit and read it, you'll have more understanding than if you didn't read the shit. Even with your limited understanding, it would at least be one line that stuck out. Like, well, I know that shit in there. You know I know they said paragraph B, section 32. They said I do not have to pay that shit. I don't know nothing else, but I know in section 32B it say this. Yeah. So like, I'll probably say like a lot of it just start out with the effort, which kind of go back to what you were saying earlier about niggas just at least going on YouTube and looking shit up.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas at least try, nigga. At least try to get into, at least try to know at least a little bit about your career or what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just my biggest fucking gripe with artists. What's the shittiest part about being an artist that maybe some people don't know?
A lot of people probably gonna think this is some bullshit, but I probably say the shittiest part about being an artist is like right before you make that artistic jump or evolution, when it's like, like so for me, a lot of music I listen to is very diverse. So I'm listening to shit from now to shit from back then. So like when I listen to shit from like the 70s or 80s a lot, it's like there's just a certain way that they craft a song that's really a lost art. Like even like our best artists now, I not to shit on our best artists now, but I think like our best artists now, there's just a certain way they structure and made songs back then that they just can't do now.
Facts.
And part of that's not even their fault. Part of that is just the audience and what they're able to retain.
That's why songs are shorter now.
Right. But there's just like I listen to that shit and I'm like, damn, I know I'm absorbing this. And I know I'm about to take this and incorporate it into my music some way, but I just don't know yet. And to me, that shit is fucking torture. I'm like, bro, I could be making some life-changing, world-class music right now, but I haven't figured it out. When the fuck am I gonna figure this shit out? And then with that artistic evolution, it ain't like you do A, then you do B, you do C. Sometimes you gotta wait for the answers to come from above. Like sometimes it really just take patience for that shit to come. So I'll probably say for me, that's me personally, that's the hardest part, is like, damn, I want to do so much better. I got this feeling inside that I want to create with the music, but I can't get it out yet. Fuck. When am I going to be able to get that? And then I started getting this feeling of like people hear some of my shit and they like, oh, you nice. I'm like, yes, nigga, I'm nice.
Does it kind of feel like writer's block?
Nah, it's not. I wouldn't say it's writer's block because I can still write shit.
Or like creative block.
It's not even a block because it's like I'm still creating. It's just a level that I want to get to that I know I'm not at yet.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And I know there's nothing I can do right now in this moment to get there overnight.
Get there, yeah.
You know, it's kind of like that feeling of like when you first start working out and you wish you could be that big body tomorrow, but
it
the
takes time.
But the difference is with that creative shit, it's not like I know I got to do 30 burpees a day and blah, blah, blah. So I could do the 30 burpees a day, the 10 freestyles a day and still not get there. A part of that is just patience and a right moment when that everything just clicked.
Yeah. It's kind of like that old saying goes, bro, preparation meets opportunity.
Facts.
When you prepare for it, you know what I'm saying? When you prepare for the opportunity, bro, you got to go snatch that shit.
Facts.
That's what I always believe in that shit, bro. That's why I always try to not only just do right, but always try to be at the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And I try everything, bro. Like me and my photographer, bro. If I see Glorilla or Lil Baby or Key Glock or Sexy Red, somebody here, call that nigga up like, hey, we going to camp tonight. I'm trying to get a motherfucking interview with Sexy Red or who, you know, somebody, bro.
I see you doing that. Like I see when you got your interview with Boosie.
Boosie, yeah,
you paid
you know
Boosie for the interview because
For
you was
sure.
like, I just need to look. And I get that because sometimes it's like going back to shit being clickbaity. Like sometimes it's not even about me having an interview with Lil Boosie. It's about me having an interview with Lil Boosie and being able to say I paid him for the interview and people being like, damn, like what, like. Yeah. Let me see what he's talking about. Let me see him explain that shit. And it's that different shit like that distinguishes you and lets people like me or other people know like, okay, this is a nigga that's really living and breathing this shit and not someone that's just half-assed. And so when I do interact with his platform, I'm gonna get the experience of someone that, you know, takes his shit seriously. Like, Facts. Before you're like, okay, blah, 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 these house rules, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. I respect that. I can dig it. Yeah. Okay, you get first payment on this day, second payment on this day. Okay, I can dig it. Okay, hey, I want this paperwork just so it's clear. I'm on this side, you on this side. This is what we do. Okay, that's cool. You know, and I appreciate that. People that take this shit seriously, bro, because it's like for people that take it seriously, when you meet someone that doesn't take it seriously, that shit kind of like it's a slap in the fucking face.
Bro, I say this shit all the time because this is the first place, I will say Houston is the first place I've ever seen like a lot of fucking business owners, black business owners and shit like that. And what bothers me the fucking most, bro, is, and this ain't even got to do with shit in the industry, bro. I take Chef Radio and I operate it like it's a fucking business. So when I see people, especially niggas, try to be like, bro, I'm gonna be the boss, I'm gonna be the business owner, but you don't want to put in the work to have the business stay running and shit like that. That shit bothers the fuck out of me, bro. Yeah. Like, everybody want to be known as the boss, the big nigga, the, you know what I'm saying, the owner and this shit in that, bro. But you got to put the fucking work in.
Yeah. A lot of people look at the end result. They look at businesses that already made it to a certain point, and they're like, oh,
the bread and all this
shit works the least. Like, nah, that's when you got
that
your
nigga
shit
work the
automated.
most.
For the beginning part, you need to be the motherfucker in there the most by far.
Thank you, bro.
You need to live. Like, if you got a restaurant, you need to be living in that fucking restaurant.
Facts.
Your wife should be calling you like, damn, when you coming home? Like, that's how
Never.
it should be. right.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Like, you like, hey, shit, you want to come to the restaurant with me? You want to come like that? You want to get some quality time? That's go get quality time.
Oh, God, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Back in this motherfucking kitchen and shit. Yeah.
Facts. And you know, it's going to get to a point where you're able to automate it more. You're able to say, okay, I can hire a GM. I can do this. I can do that. But
exactly, bro.
That shit takes some motherfucking leg work. And I mean, people just don't. People like, okay, one of my biggest things is customer service. I can say in Houston they're a lot better with that than where I'm from, which is Atlanta. In Atlanta, You go somewhere, that customer service, boy, a lot of places, that customer service be fucked up. And they want 20% gratuity. Nigga, for what? Nigga, I just paid.
He said, for what?
I just paid $20, especially, like this grass on the wall right here. You go someplace with that shit in Atlanta, boy, the food is ass, and the food is $20. Then the nigga threw the food on your table. And then they take gratuity out the bill, and then the nigga be like, "Oh, you ain't gonna put no extra tip on the top." Nah, actually, let me see some extra. Take this gratuity shit off. I'm never coming here. I'm wiping my ass with a napkin and leaving it on the table. I'm leaving a bad review, and it's like, why would you even hire a motherfucker like this?
Yeah.
Why would you even input? Yeah. And it's like, you go to this, and then you be like, all right, look, maybe I was tripping. I gotta support black businesses. Let me give these niggas another try. You go there, you get a different nigga, right? And he's like, okay, they look pleasant. Like, maybe it's go. And it's the same shit. And at a certain point, as a business owner, you got to take responsibility.
Facts.
Why? Like, yeah, you can say, like, these people are doing a bad job, and they have to take accountability for that. But you got to take a step back and be like, okay, what am I doing in my hiring process? I need to go talk to some other restaurants and ask them what questions they ask in their interview.
Facts.
Clearly, I'm asking the wrong shit.
Because I got the wrong motherfuckers in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I think, too, man, I just don't get it when it comes to the business shit. Like I said, bro, everybody want to be that fucking owner and shit like that. And bro, I don't ever want to do bad business with nobody.
Absolutely.
Nobody, bro.
Absolutely.
I don't want no smirk, no nothing, no dirt.
Even if
no
they
nothing.
do bad business.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yeah, we gonna keep shit professional over here and all of that other shit, bro. And I just can't, bro. And I'm glad I have people around me, you know what I'm saying, to help out with that shit. But I'm like, bro, I don't never want to do nobody dirty, bro, because I know how it feels, one. And then two, I just don't want no fucking dirt on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if a nigga ever say, bro, that nigga Preme, hey, wait. Let's what I do? Let's fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, nah, bro, I don't like that shit. And I know that there's gonna get a point. I'm gonna get to a point to where I'm not gonna be able to do interviews anymore. Like that's what I want to work towards, bro. Like I shouldn't say anymore, period. But as often as I do,
it's gonna look different,
bro. It's gonna be other people doing interviews for me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, and
then you're gonna have a different tier where it's you doing the interview.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I may only do interviews with big names now or whatever, or some shit, or I may, bump into somebody on the street and they like, hey, Preme, I watch your shit all the time, been a fan, you know what I'm saying? And I might fuck with the interaction and I might do an interview with them, you know what I'm saying? Even though it is a small artist, but I wanted to get to a point to where, I have a team in Atlanta or I have a team in Houston, I got a team in LA, and I'm putting on so many different local artists all around the country. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really want to do. And I know that I'm not going to be able to be in every place at every time, but I want to know, like, we are not doing bad business over here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If I ever hear some bad shit go on, if some shit go on now in Houston or Atlanta, I'm flying out. What the fuck y'all doing out here?
Facts. That's why the big businesses, when you call that hotline, they get nervous. They start doing shit like if you call a business and you tell them that's some wrong shit, like some genuinely wrong shit happened to you, and they don't do nothing, that business not gonna last long.
Facts.
All the big, like Southwest, right?
Yeah.
Southwest had that big shit this past Christmas with all the airlines.
Yeah.
I was on one of the flights, right?
Damn.
I'm talking about these niggas gave me a hotel for the night. Gave me some bread for food. They I ended up driving back. They paid for the rental car. They paid for gas. They paid for any food or energy drinks I got on the way while I was driving. They gave me a voucher for money off a flight in the future. And then they gave me rewards points because it was just one flight being canceled.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't came up 3-4 flights off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's because they understand the value of business. They're like, hey, what we did right here was bad business. So we're going to show you that we understand that and show you that we have no intention of that being a standard.
Facts.
And that's how you can be that big multi-billion-dollar company that Southwest is.
Facts, bro, because I ain't going to lie, bro. I had a little incident at the Toyota Center at a Rockets game, bro, and it was a usher. Now, I ain't gonna. This is a crazy-ass story, and niggas may not believe me, but, hey, it is what it is. So the Toyota Center's been up since like 2002 or some shit like that, or some maybe even earlier. But I don't know if this has ever happened before. This shit crazy. up in it's like section like 4 something. It's like 402 to 405, 409, some shit like that. It's way in the motherfucking bleachers. There's a row. This is the one row out of these fucking thousands of seats, bro.
In the nosebleeds.
The fucking seats go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Okay.
There's no 6. Right?
Okay.
But they sell seat 6. So me and my homie, we going to the Rockets game.
Right.
And I got seat 6. She got seat 7. So we go up there. We looking. That motherfucker say 5, 7. We was like, okay, what? Because it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Like it kept going. It was like, the fuck? So it was like, okay, well, maybe 6 is supposed to be 7, I guess, or some shit. So we sit in 5 and 7. And some guy, he comes up. He's like, hey, I think you guys are sitting in one of my seats. He has seat 7. And I was like, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm sorry, man. Like, there's no seat 6. So this usher comes up. She's like, hey, y'all are in his seat. Y'all need to move. And we like, man, there's no seat 6. I bought seat 6. I had a ticket. There is no seat 6. She's like, no, you need to get up, move. She going off on us. We like, bitch, there's no seat.
Yeah, y'all fucked up.
Y'all fucked up.
Yeah.
So she's like, let me see the ticket. So I give her the ticket. She looks up at the top because it says the number like 4 or whatever. So she's like, okay, this is 409. This is seat 6. She looks down. She's like, in her head, she's like, ain't that a bitch? Motherfucker ain't got no 6. So like my homie went to customer service during the game. And she was like, yo, we just went into we ran into this lady. She was going off on us. We had C6 and the other ushers was like, there is a missing seat. And we was like, yeah. So my homie took a picture of it. She showed them the picture. They was like, what? They was so confused. So we'll make a long story short, bro. We ended up getting a call from one of the super duper advisors type shit.
Super duper advisor. That's funny.
So he calls me. He's like, hey, I want to apologize for, the lady or whatever and all of that. He was like, this place has been open for so many years and we've never had that issue. We never knew. I said, that's crazy. He was like, we never knew that there was a missing seat. And they ended up giving us free tickets to wrestling. I tried to get some Drake tickets, but they wasn't fucking with it.
They was like maybe there was front row seats, but for the nosebleeds, nah, my nigga, take this WWE, my nigga.
I was like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was trying to get them Drake tickets. He was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The Drake tickets, I ain't gonna be able to do the Drake tickets, but I can do something else. I was like, all right, well, I'll take the WWE shit. But yeah, and I was like, man, that's really it was cool. But I ain't gonna lie, like they ended up they took us from the nosebleeds. We was like close as shit, bro. We was in like the what's the section where you got to go through like the little booth? Like it's not a booth, but like it's like a bar and some shit.
they got like the club seats.
The club seats. We was in. I was like, boy, y'all the hook.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, fuck with this.
As you should.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the other reason why when you call like the hotline, you got to put some extra sauce on it. Anybody that yelled at you or anything, oh my God, she called my mom a whore. She said she slapped the shit out of me. I just don't get. And if you really good at it, you get a clip of like her going off a little bit, and then you add the extra shit that she didn't say. Like, she called me a monkey. Like, I don't know. Like,
hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, man. That's all about that good customer service, man. That Toyota shit was crazy. I was like, bro, y'all niggas out here missing seats in this bitch.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. When you bringing up the Drake show and shit, I've been seeing clips of that shit. That shit look crazy, bro. So when you go to a performance, what's the main thing you looking for? So like if you pay for a ticket, what's something that the first thing you looking for to walk away with and say like, okay, it was worth me paying?
Are you interacting with the crowd enough? That's a good question because I'm gonna give you an example, bro. I went to a Lil Baby concert, but this was like when he just started, and it was so garbage, bro.
I saw the footage in the documentary.
So
all his
garbage,
early concerts
bro.
look booty.
Bro. This is like when he first bought his baby chain and he had short hair, bro. And I was like, yo, this nigga's just walking back and forth across the stage, singing his songs, and it's like song after song after song after song. 30 minutes, he was done. I was like, bro, this shit was garbage. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, shout out my boy, you're the producer. I didn't pay for the ticket. I think he bought the tickets. But no, I think I don't know necessarily what I look for. It just has to be fucking interactive as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, because even with you being like in the cheap seats, bro, it's like, I don't want to go watch Beyonce at the fucking Texans stadium. I'm sitting all the way up at the top. She looked like an ant, and then all I do is hear her music. You know what I'm saying? That shit's kind of like, what the fuck did I just pay $500 to see? Barely see. I had to watch her on the damn screen because I can't see her all the way down there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Drake does a good job with that, bro. He actually started off his last tour in KC, and I didn't go. I've never been to a Drake concert, and I really want to go, bro. Me too. But I seen when he first popped out with that fucking flying yellow Ferrari, I was like, yo, what is this nigga on? I was like, what is this nigga on, bro? Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's shit like that, bro, that you gotta do, I feel like, to interact with the crowd. I think having stage presence, I don't know, man. Like, it's some performers that you just, number one, I feel like you have to see live. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I wish I was able to see Michael Jackson live.
Boy. See, let me tell you something. I never been to a Drake show either. And, you know, obviously I'm 25. I ain't never been to a Michael Jackson show. Well, I'm not going to say obviously, you know. But I'm scared of the Michael Jackson concert, and I'm scared of the Drake concert.
Why you say that?
I'm scared of the Michael Jackson concert because I think I might be one of them niggas that pass
out.
And I'm scared of the Drake concert because I think I might be in that bitch crying. And I don't want to look at this nigga crying at the Drake concert, soft ass nigga. Like, no, bro, I just, you know what I'm saying? I had to make some shit up. I lost an old girlfriend to this. I don't know, man. Had to play that shit off because those are two performers where I feel like that shit transcends music.
For sure.
Michael Jackson especially. And I took a master class once from Usher.
Okay.
In the master class I took from Usher, he was talking about his influences, and one of them was Michael Jackson. He was talking about there's this thing that Michael Jackson would do on stage that he really enjoyed. And that thing was he would come out, he would just stand there.
And just take it in.
Everybody going crazy.
Everybody just going crazy, bro.
They can't take it. He's just standing there.
He's just standing there, bro.
And I was watching a video of that again, maybe a week ago, and it was like, this motherfucker popped out the ground like a superhero. Like, whoop, he just had superhero pose.
He just stood there, bro.
And niggas was just losing it. Like, they
passing out, some more shit.
Screaming.
Yeah.
I saw someone turn and just slap somebody for no reason. Like, just didn't know what to do. Like,
yeah, bro.
And that's just I appreciate him for that. Like, even if I wasn't able to be there, just to like observe that experience, even if it's digitally, I just gained so much from that.
Yeah. I think, man, I don't know if I specifically look for something, bro. Besides the interaction. It's just, bro, because I've been to a couple people's concerts that I actually like as artists, and I'm like, this concert really wasn't that. But then I've also been to a couple concerts where I really didn't even really care for the artist, and I was like, this was actually a really good concert. Like, for instance, bro, I haven't went to this concert, and I'm not a fan of her, but I heard Taylor Swift shit off the fucking chain.
I used to work security, and I worked security for a Taylor Swift concert. Yeah. I had to put some fucking respect on her name,
bro.
I'm not gonna lie. She is a performer,
bro.
Like, performer, and she got them hits. She got the motherfucking hits. You might think like, oh, she got a hit or two. Nah, she got them hits. She got them hits. Like, you really got to put her in that Michael Jackson conversation.
Facts.
And like at first, like
Facts.
to me, like that's like, oh, like Taylor Swift, Michael Jackson. But you talk to the white people, some of them got her higher than Michael Jackson.
Bro, I just read an article, and I was listening to Stephen A. I think I'm close to the number, bro. They said that her concert over a 6-day span in L.A. brought in over $5 billion to the city, bro.
I believe it.
I said, what the fuck?
I believe it. Have you seen her sales this year?
She's going stupid, bro.
Her and Morgan Wallen been tearing the charts up,
bro.
my
Going
nigga,
stupid.
Like, David. But I think one thing that Taylor Swift does really, really, really well is making her audience feel a connection to her. And
yeah,
like, and I think part of that is like her writing, and then just like a lot of how she handles her business as well is like, even so, one thing she's doing is she's re-recording some of her old albums to get back her masters. And a lot of people are like, hey, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I want the version where you had that delivery, and like I don't want to hear the new shit. But Tay people gonna listen to that new version.
Take that shit, yeah.
Why? Because she's already opened up so many times about that struggle and made them feel like, hey, this is my friend in need.
And that's bro, she's just reaching a different demographic, bro.
Yeah,
like a demographic that Drake unfortunately can't touch. I mean, he can, but he's not. It's
not the same.
He's not. I'll tell you right now, Drake's not finna sell out SoFi Stadium 6 days in a row. That ain't happening.
Yeah.
That ain't happening. The Weeknd did it. I don't think he did for 6 days,
he
but
didn't
the
do it for 6. But his
he
numbers
did like
was
2
crazy.
or 3.
His numbers was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? The Weeknd was doing stadium tours. Bad Bunny can do it. He did it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just.
But it goes back to that connection and the business, because part of the reason why Tay-Tay's numbers is so crazy, because if we're looking at it on a scale, right? So like, we just both said we don't think the Weeknd can sell out as much as her, and he can't sell as many albums as her, right?
Right.
But the Weeknd's the biggest artist on Spotify right now.
Oh, for sure.
But when you look at the Weeknd's audience, he don't have as much of a demographic that pays.
Yeah.
And I would say
Taylor Swift do.
Her audience is also more emotionally attached to her.
Yeah.
You know, so it's sometimes it's not about the size, it's about that connection as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, people put Prince and Michael Jackson in the same conversation, right? And if we're being honest, out the gate, popularity-wise and mass reach, Michael Jackson and Prince are on 2 different levels.
Facts.
But the people that Prince did connect, he reached on such a deep level that it's like, okay, we see eye to eye.
Yeah.
So I think that's an important part of those sales and those numbers, and, you know, drawing that kind of crazy shit from your audience is, what do you do for your audience? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how deeply are you connecting with them? Because when you make that connection, they'll do some over-the-top shit. They'll drive 10 hours to see you.
Man, Stephen A. was just talking about how
Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
He's talking about Taylor Swift?
Yeah, bro, on his podcast, bro.
See, that's what happens when you got the ESPN show and the podcast.
You got the podcast.
You gotta find shit to talk
you can
about.
talk about other shit. So he said that he took his 2 daughters, plus some friends. 10, I think he said 10 kids in total. $20,000 for them tickets, bro. I don't even know if it was 10. Might have been 4 kids.
he paid what?
He paid $20,000 for one show. And this is what he said, bro. He said he couldn't fucking. This is before he watched Taylor Swift, bro. He said, like, bro, why the fuck, how the fuck, and who the fuck, basically. And he's like, bro, I will never do this type of shit again. The next day, one of his homies had some free Skybox tickets to the same fucking concert. He said, hey, you can bring you and your daughters again if you want to. He was like, all right, whatever, I'll go. That's Skybox, I'll go. He said, oh, I get it. I get it now. This shit is crazy. He said Taylor Swift is a performer.
She is.
He said, bro, all bit of my $20K that I spent the day before, she earned it. And some type shit. I was like, God damn, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I like I said, I worked like the whole Taylor Swift dates while she was back in Atlanta for the tour she went on before this one. And she is a performer. However, 20,000, I ain't gonna lie.
20K is crazy.
20,000, she need to come off the stage and give me a lap dance. I'm not gonna lie.
20K is crazy,
20K, 20K. I need to say my name or something.
Facts. 20K.
Dap me up, something.
Nah, bro, for real. And I ain't gonna lie. Like, I know some of that is inflation because it was LA, but still,
yeah. Facts.
20K. And I'm sure they wasn't even close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's the thing. When he said that, I already know for a fact you wasn't getting the best experience. Like, it's somebody that paid more than that.
For sure. to get right on damn near on stage with her, backstage passes and all. If she do that.
Her crowd control, man. Like when you go to one of her shows and you watch the crowd control, man.
Stupid.
That shit, like they be in sync. Like she do a movement, they all be like this.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I can only see like maybe 3 to 4 artists doing some shit like she did, bro, including her, because she just went on a whole motherfucking stadium tour and sold out every fucking stadium. Not only did she sell out every stadium, she sold it out multiple times. Like, nigga, she went to Kansas City for 2 nights and sold the fucking Arrowhead Stadium out twice. It's not even that many people in KC.
City,
what the
bro.
fuck?
A lot of motherfuckers was going twice.
Type shit. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I mean, because it's like, you know, when you reach that level, when you go to these 2 cities, it's going to work out either one of 2 ways. Either the city is so big, there's so many people, and you're such an act that it's like, okay, like, it's going to be an event. People are going to go. Or you go to a place where it's like, bro, we don't really got shit. So it's like, what the fuck else am I going to go to? I might as well put all this bread on Taylor Swift.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But then the motherfucker like me trying to go out to Kansas City, they be like, AlmiightyRenzo, who? You can do something for free. I might come fuck with you on the free.
No, God.
But, you know, that's just because I haven't made that connection with people in Kansas City yet. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And that's one thing that I feel like a lot of artists need to learn and grow from, man, is they be so fucking entitled. Like, I expect people to not listen during my set. Like, I have to make you listen. That is my job. Yeah. Like, and this shit loses a lot of value if I don't have to do that.
True.
That's why this shit feels a certain way. It's because when I do make you pay attention, it's like, okay, I'm that nigga. Like, okay, that shit I sat in my room and made really mean something. Because it's like, if I could just not have no notoriety, no fame, and everyone just listen to me all the time, no matter what the fuck I do, what the fuck is the point? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a part of the grind that a lot of artists run from, is feeling entitled and them being like, oh, and I've been guilty of this before to a certain extent. It's like being like, oh, I know not, and like sometimes the justification you might have is like, hey, I make better music. Yeah. But it's like, okay, this person did the legwork.
Facts.
They did the legwork for that bass.
Facts. I'm going to ask you 2 more questions before we head out of here, bro. First one, what do you think is the most important relationship to have in the industry, bro? Do you think it's a relationship with another artist, a DJ, producer, engineer? In your opinion, who you think is the most important?
The relationship with self. Ooh. Because I think a lot of people put too much power in those other relationships. They don't have that relationship with self. So when shit start getting rocky with them other relationships, shit get fucked up. One good example I can give you is Ice Cube. Ice Cube had, I don't know the nigga, but at least from what I could see, he had a very strong relationship with self. And because of that, when they was offering him certain deals, everybody else was taking it. Ice Cube was like, well, you got me fucked up. I'm not taking this shit. Facts. And then he went out and, like, people was telling him, like, yo, you fucking crazy for, like, people he knew very well. And some of the people had good intentions for him. You know what I'm saying? And are smart people. Yeah. But since he had that good relationship with self, he could say, like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good. People was telling him leaving that deal was going to wreck his career, and he went on to have the biggest career out of any of them.
Facts.
His biggest, you could arguably say his biggest hit was post NWA. It was a good day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I would say, a relationship with self is the most important relationship, because
I feel that
when you know yourself and you have that relationship with self, you good in any room. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like they say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Ooh, that's true. That's true. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with that no Vaseline, bro.
That no Vaseline was crazy.
So crazy.
The first time I heard that shit in middle school, I was like, damn, niggas was really saying this shit. like when you think about the concept of what he's saying and what it means, it's like, all right, you already getting fucked up the ass, which is one thing, right? But the motherfucker didn't even smooth this shit out. Your walls getting ripped up and shit, you're bleeding out the asshole. Like, that is crazy.
Bro, I was like, yo, who pissed in your Cheerios, Ice Cube? I was like, my nigga.
And then it's like that and him, and it's like, the thing is, a lot of motherfuckers was getting fucked with no Vaseline, but nobody was talking about it. Yeah. So for him to not only come out and talk about it, but you put it on the record, and you talking about the niggas you was just running with. Yep. You know what kind of nuts that shit take? And them niggas ain't no pussy. Like, you know, Dr. Dre, you know, there's but Eazy and them and the DOC and the rest of them niggas ain't no hoes.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They may not be the baddest niggas on the planet, but you know what I'm saying? They ain't nerds.
Facts, bro. So you from Atlanta, man. When you make it big as an artist, bro, I always ask every artist this question. Do you plan on going back home to do something for your city?
Nah, man. Fuck Atlanta. No, I'm just playing. I mean, yeah. The way I look at it is I'll do as much for Atlanta as Atlanta lets me. I feel like there are a lot of politics and other things going on in my city, which is part of the reason why I moved here. I still do things in Atlanta. I plan to do more things. Like
I feel like Atlanta ain't got that crab in the bucket mentality as much as everybody else.
No, kind of. It's like yes and no, because it's like okay, so it's like people in Atlanta will. Huh?
I was gonna move to Atlanta before I moved to Houston.
Okay, so here's the thing about Atlanta. Like people in Atlanta will work with you, right?
Yeah.
But only in certain situations. Like Atlanta is very, very, very clout based. Like, yeah, you can work with a whole bunch of people in Atlanta, but a lot of times they got to be on your tier.
You know what's so funny about that? Did you see that shit about I think it was McConan?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
They did McConan dirty. Like I get why he feel the way he do, because I was like, I was there for that shit. Not like
right.
I wasn't in the studio with them niggas, but I was like, I was part of absorbing and consuming that culture. And I remember when it went left from McConan, and I think McConan that dude. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people might only know him for Tuesday, but I listen to a lot of other shit. I think he makes he made really good music. Yeah. I think part of him falling off was that lack of support he started getting. Yeah. Not only because he can't work with certain producers, can't work with certain artists, but that is just a lot to take mentally.
Bro, and for them niggas to I think he exposed, was it Metro Boomin and Post Malone?
Metro Boomin, Post Malone, Sway Lee, and I think it was somebody else.
Like for them niggas to be like, oh, what's up? Like, I'll fuck with you now because now you back popping or you back doing this thing. Yeah. It's kind of like,
it would be one thing.
That's weird.
Yeah. It'd be one thing if it's just like Post Malone, right?
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if, excuse me, water getting to me. It'd be one thing if it's like, maybe you just didn't have as big of a relationship with him. And now you coming back around. But McConan showed him DMs. He was blowing that nigga DMs
for sure.
And then you going to hit me back with, Dad. You gonna call me dad? Like, come on, Post. Like, that shit is just weird. Yeah. And it's like the thing that pissed me off the most is like, Post, you don't need to do shit like that. Like, if you didn't fuck with the nigga, just stand on it.
Say bro.
You don't gotta switch back. Or like, I feel like, here's my opinion, right? If y'all want to come back, y'all should understand the gravity of what y'all did and how y'all, and not act like, because like I saw him and Sway Lee go back and forth about it, right?
Yeah.
And Sway Lee was trying to act like, oh, you just like, nah, it wasn't even like nah, nigga. Like,
it was like that, bro.
Let's keep it 100.
Let's keep it a buck, bro.
When the nigga came out as gay, the shit changed. Migos came out publicly and said, oh, you talking about trapping and all this shit, and you gay. Now, I don't know shit about his sexual life. I don't know shit about him selling drugs. Yeah. But you already saying like, oh, like they can't sell drugs because he gay. I know gay street niggas. We all do. The nigga went to prison. Certain percentage of them niggas is gay.
Facts.
So it's like you all turned on him. The least you could do, I feel like, is reach out with like maybe like, hey, bro, like I feel like I did some fucked up shit in the past. I want to mend it. This is my number. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Yeah. If you don't, I get it.
That nigga told Metro Boomin happy birthday. That nigga left that nigga right there, bro. I was like, God damn, bro.
Okay, that's one thing. To be fair, I got shit now that like if you wish me happy birthday, I ain't respond. My bad. I got shit now. I'll be replying to it. I'll be replying to some shit on somebody's story. I'll be like, yeah, that shit. I'll be like, oh, my bad. Appreciate that happy birthday, my nigga. Cause it be so many, and you be busy doing birthday shit.
I feel that. That nigga Metro Boomin said. That nigga probably seen that shit. Said McConan. Scroll.
But I also just think Metro just didn't fuck with McConan.
That's what I'm saying.
I believe that. I believe that. Yeah. But Metro, I got my own feelings about Metro because I'm gonna be honest. And this, I'm from Atlanta, so a lot of niggas probably gonna kill me for this. One thing I really did not like about Metro was when Thug first got locked up. This nigga started tweeting like Thug was Malcolm X. I was like, all right, bro. Come on. We know what the nigga was doing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you want your
We want him free, but my nigga.
Yeah. Don't piss on me and tell me it's rain.
Yeah. It's like, bro, like we know.
Yeah.
We not dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We want to see the nigga free because as consumers, we still want that nigga to make music, but at the same time.
I don't give a fuck. He can stay in prison. He can get free. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I got other music to listen to.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm saying like fans and shit like that of Thug. Like
fans of Thug.
Fans and friends of Thug, bro. Y'all want to see the nigga free because of course, you just want to see the nigga free and you also want to, you know what I'm saying, get music from the nigga. I get it. Yeah. But in the same breath, let's not be stupid. You know what I mean? Like, we know what the nigga was doing.
He told us.
YF and Lucci, all that shit. He said, that nigga said, fuck the judge.
Nigga, bruh, this nigga Thug went on Instagram and said, yo, I'm finna go to this city, I'm gonna see about you, and I'm gonna kill this nigga on Instagram, right? Showed the guns and everything. And then in the court case, they're saying, yo, you took them same guns from that video, went to that same city at that date that you told us, and killed the nigga.
And now you saying you didn't?
And they said he registered the car in his name.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
rented the car and some more shit.
I'm not defending you for that. Like, if you get off, you get off. But, nigga, I'm not finna stand outside the jail and scream, free you. I look nuts.
Hey, bro, like I said in one of my first videos, man, y'all go back and watch one of my first rap snacks, bro. I acted like I was gonna. I was like, nigga, if I was gonna, I got Chloe back home and all this smoke shit. I'm snitching. I'm sorry. Because I feel like this. I don't know if at the time I was like, bro, that nigga Gunna innocent. He just said that we was Thug just called me, said that we was going to the studio. But we going to do a drive-by before we went to the studio. Wait, I didn't know about that. You didn't tell me about that, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
the thing is,
Gunna knew though.
Gunna was guilty of what they were charging, because they were charging him with being affiliated with a gang.
Yeah,
and that is a crime.
Facts.
So it's like, my thing is like, you can snitch and everything. I mean, and you know, people trying to say, is it snitching? Was it not snitching? Like, you know, you could take a plea deal and not
Niggas
snitch.
don't want to say he's snitching now because that album hard.
He snitched. You can get technical if you want to, but we know, like, when you live that life, you're not supposed to go into court and say anything about what your is doing and that snitching. And people want to be like, oh, the other people snitching. Yeah, they snitch too. That's fine. That don't change what Gunna did. And it's like, my thing with Gunna is like, okay, you want to come home. I get that. The jail is horrible. I wouldn't want to go to jail either. But when you know why them niggas don't fuck with you no more, bro. Yeah. You supposed to be a crip, bro.
Bro, that nigga.
You know why? Let's not pretend.
That
you know why them niggas
acting so dumb.
It's like, bro, if you didn't go through what you just went to, you would be with them other niggas shaming the nigga that did what you did.
Facts.
If you was still with Thug and Baby and them, and the nigga did what you did, you was not gonna step out and be like, guys, we should. Like, nah, you gonna be like, fuck that nigga. Hey, you gonna make a song about it? You know, that's funny. That makes me think about one of the worst release date steppers of all time, or so they say.
What?
Jay-Z.
On
Nas. You ever heard about that?
Every time. I don't listen to Jay-Z, bro.
Sorry. Like, at all?
I can't listen to Jay-Z.
Is it like you don't?
It's his voice. I think it's his voice. I can't fuck with it.
I get that.
I can't.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, a lot of people put Jay-Z in a really high regard, and I think he's dope. But I just don't get it.
Thank you.
I just don't get it.
Thank you, bro. I respect the man. I respect everything he's done, bro. I'm like, I just can't.
But I will say, I do think it's maybe because I need to listen to more of it. But it's just like the shit they be saying about this nigga. I just don't. They be putting that nigga like he a guy. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, business side, music side, I think he's done a lot culturally. Impact.
Sure.
He's done a lot. I just like shit, bro. Like, 100 niggas that be putting him ahead.
I'm like, yeah, like
y'all think this nigga better than Lil Wayne?
Thank you, bro.
But I mean, you know, I'm 25. Like, you know, I wasn't there.
Young nigga, yeah, me too. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Because for me, nigga, I was just talking about this shit on the round table. I think it was a round table with somebody else, bro. The fucking Wayne era, even before this, but like when this nigga went on this goddamn run from like 2009 to 2015 with the Carters, the 3 to 4, the dedications, the I Am Not a Human Being.
The guest verses.
This YMCMB This nigga was untouchable.
Like I really like when Lil Wayne died, I really want them to take that nigga brain and like put that shit under a microscope. Like for real.
What the fuck was going on in that motherfucker? On me.
Yeah.
Cause like this nigga Wayne, bro, is just a different nigga.
He's
bro.
a different nigga. He's a different nigga. So let me ask you this: do you think the protege has surpassed the master? Do you got Drake higher than Wayne?
No.
I get it. Okay, so I feel like
I think of course like his demographic, everything, all of that shit. But because Drake is more versatile than Wayne for sure. Like this nigga did some shit with Bad Bunny. Like
for sure.
This nigga Drake is versatile as fuck. But when it comes to bars, when it comes to rapping,
Wayne is scary. Like Wayne is one of them niggas. Like I'm not running from no smoke. Anybody want to do a song with me? I'll do a song. But Wayne is one of them niggas. Like that shit would keep me up at night. Like before I went to the studio, I'll be practicing a lot. I'll be studying. I'm not going outside. I'm freestyling from the moment I wake up to the time I go to sleep.
So one of Wayne's best verses, he did this shit twice to this nigga, bro. To Chris Brown. He was like, it was on Look at Me Now. Mm-hmm. Wayne heard that nigga verse. He said, "Oh no, Chris, you gonna have to redo that, motherfucker." And I was like, "Damn, Wayne," because that's one of the best. That's one of the like Wayne's goated ass verses. I fuck with the Look at Me Now verse, and I think he did it on Take It to the Head, DJ Khaled's joint. Mm-hmm. I think, don't quote me. I think Chris actually had a verse on that motherfucker, and it was like, "No, Chris, you gonna." Slide to the side, Wayne. Go ahead.
And that's Chris Brown. Chris Brown, a legend.
That nigga's a legend for sure.
Legend. I mean, like he be like, if we just talking about talent wise, crazy level. Only thing really holding back is the thing.
Yeah,
the thing.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate, but nigga, you did it. You gotta live with it.
You did it.
You did it.
Now, niggas. Now, if you still on that to this day, bro, I get it. You maybe you just don't support the thing, but bro, let's separate Chris Brown the person from Chris Brown the artist.
See, I get that argument, right? But then it's like sometimes they be making. It's like when you make music about certain shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like now Chris Brown isn't as guilty of that. Like I say, one person is really hard for me to do that with his. R. Kelly. Yeah, because some niggas be like, bruh, you got to separate the person from the music. I'm like,
so I say that.
My mind's telling me no.
Okay.
But my body's telling me yes. You don't hear that and think about the nasty shit he was doing?
I actually said this shit on one of my roundtables. Why I fuck with R. Kelly still. And I think that, and I get it. R. Kelly is a terrible person.
Nasty man.
Terrible fucking person. But I was a fan first before I found out about all of that shit. And then also my mind was not, oh, he's fucking little girls. Mm-hmm. It was like, this is about another woman that he's talking about. So, and then that's another thing about music. That's why I love music. You can interpret it how you want.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, because some niggas didn't know, but niggas like me, I didn't know that nigga was doing that shit. I didn't know that nigga was talking about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I think about R. Kelly, I'm thinking like, yeah, you're a fucking terrible human being, but you made some amazing ass music. Whether you thought it was about little girls, I think it's about women that are my age.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think like one of my closest friends really enjoys R. Kelly's music. Tells me it's one of his biggest inspirations.
Bro, he's fucking amazing, bro. I'm just being honest.
And I get it, but I do think like even within that, it gotta be boundaries. Like if you book R. Kelly for a show, I'm looking at you different because it's like now it's like, what if he do some shit at the show? I'm gonna hold you responsible. I'm not like if I was doing a show with someone, they was like, oh, I just booked R. Kelly. I'm dropping the fuck out because I don't want to like when it comes out that because he's still that person and there's gonna be little girls at the show and they have him in history getting little girls from shows. When that shit happens, don't tie me to that shit.
Facts. Now, if I was one of them people that knew about that shit beforehand, I probably wouldn't look at R. Kelly the same or listen to his music the same way. Mm-hmm. But me knowing like this is some music that I literally grew up on. Yeah. Because my mom was listening to it. You know what I'm saying? And my pops was listening to it and they didn't interpret it as that and I didn't interpret it as that. You know what I'm saying? But if I was like, one of these people that was close to R. Kelly or kind of really knew what the fuck was going on behind the scenes, is like, no, I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with the music, none of that, because I know now what
on.
you're actually talking about, bro.
Yeah.
And I can't get that. Like, I can't even misinterpret it on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think for me, one of the things that held me back from getting as deep, I'm familiar with him, but prevented me from getting as deep with him as a lot of other people did was the Boondocks. The episode they had, taking that nigga to court. I don't know. I didn't fully believe it after that episode, but I never looked at that nigga the same.
You know what, bro? I never, like, even as a young person, bro, I was like, I heard about the rumors or the stories of him pissing on girls or whatever, and I was just like, okay. Like, I thought it was fake, honestly. But I never looked into it like that. And I'm talking like elementary, middle school, shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I heard about that, because that shit happened, way before. And I'm like, and I heard about I seen the Dave Chappelle skit about it and some more shit, and I was like, oh, these niggas making fun of it because it's a rumor. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. That nigga really not doing that. And then years later, it's like, oh, that nigga really was doing that. Yeah.
And I got to give R. Kelly fans some grace, because we was just talking about Michael Jackson, and, we all know, like, what they say about Michael Jackson. And, there's a lot of shit out there to say it's not true. However, if something did come out that was irresputable, like they got this nigga on footage busting down the little boy, I still don't know if I can get Michael Jackson. Y'all gonna have to beat my ass. Y'all gonna have to cancel me. Y'all gonna have to cancel me, bro. So I get it. Like, even if Michael Jackson came back to live right now and they found out he was busting down little boys, I'm still going to the show.
Yeah, bro. For sure.
I like, if I got like a son, I'm not gonna let him have no time alone with Michael. But nigga, I'm gonna be front row.
Yeah,
I'll be Dirty Diana.
Bro, it's some artists, bro, like, I'm not gonna say they get a pass, but it's like, I can look past it a little bit.
Yeah.
Chris Brown is one of them, for sure.
Yeah.
Bro, because I fuck with Breezy like heavy, bro.
Plus, I think one thing that gets lost a lot in the conversation with Chris Brown is that he wasn't just like beating her without provocation, and I don't think that makes it okay. Like, at the end of the day, you a man, like, you need to distance yourself from the situation. But man, how old was he? Like 19?
He was in his early 20s.
Early 20s. Might be worse than 19. Early 20s with a lot of money, liquor. That might be worse than being 19.
Yeah.
And okay, first of all, Rihanna's Caribbean. So not only is she putting her hands on you, she probably saying some crazy shit. She probably said, like, they don't give a fuck. Like, she probably, like he could have got touched as a little kid. She'd be like, that's why you bought that boy. You got touched when you was a kid. Blah, 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 blah. And she smacking this shit out you. I can see how a nigga can go, Now, I don't think that's what you should do.
Facts.
I don't think that's the best route. I would never recommend someone do that, but I can see how it happened. So when you come out and you show remorse and we don't have another incident, the closest we could get is him stalking Karrueche. But I mean, like,
niggas in love.
Like, I mean, I've heard things about the Karrueche coochie. I heard he ain't the only stalker in her history. You know what I'm saying?
That's
funny. So I give him some grace to that extent, and I don't believe in holding people to their mistakes forever, and that's part of the reason why I think that R. Kelly shit is hard for some people, because if he just did it once, like, okay, like, you just married Aaliyah under mysterious circumstances. Okay, but my nigga, up until the day they got your ass, you had bitches living under your a fucking boxing ring. You got a 16-year-old bitch living under your boxing ring yesterday.
Yeah. That nigga's a sick nigga, bro. He's a sick.
Nah, having a bitch live under the boxing ring is crazy.
That nigga's sick.
And then having her pop out for guests, like
that nigga is sick, bro.
And this might sound crazy. I almost want to see that shit just to see if it's like real. Like, is he really do this? Like, I mean, I'm a call the police after, but I would see it.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Are you really on this type of time?
Yeah.
If y'all haven't, bro, y'all should definitely go check. I don't know if it's still on Apple Music, but there was a documentary on Chris Brown that was made, I think, like in 2018, 2017, or sometime around that time. Good ass documentary, man. I think it's about an hour and some change long. It even goes into him talking about the Rihanna shit. But yeah, I fuck with Breezy. Man. My guy, go ahead and shout yourself out. Tell everybody where they can find you, all your music, all of that, man.
I'm AlmightyRenzo. You're gonna spell that ALMIIMGHTY, and then Renzo RENZO. That's me on everything. You type me in on anything, that's how you find me. On social media, obviously, it's no space in between. On platforms, it's a space between the Almighty and the Renzo. I gotta let people know because people be getting confused. So the last album I dropped was my debut album. I had mixtapes and shit.
Okay.
But that's the first shit I call an album.
Okay.
My debut album was Welcome to the Renzoverse. We got Welcome to the Renzoverse 2 coming very, very soon.
Okay.
We looking at a September date. We looking at September 12th. We looking to drop it, and I got some crazy heat on there.
Okay, bet that. Looking forward to that, man. My bad. I meant to ask you about your album. I know we just got deep in other conversations and shit like that, man. But for sure, y'all stick around, man. You already know Dessert Mix up next. I appreciate you for coming on the show, man. Doing the freestyle, coming on here, talking shit with me, talking about everything for real.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely, man. Y'all stick around. Y'all know the Dessert Mix up next. Keep it locked. This is the hottest. It's the biggest. DJ Preme, AlmightyRenzo. It is Chef Radio.